Hello, and welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today, we're taking a look at Legacy United, Generation 1 Universe, Deluxe Class, 2024 Optimus Prime. And video is over. Alright, we're going to keep going. This is actually unique. Wow. I've never had a guy just decide he doesn't want to be reviewed so bad. Let me get back on track. Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Yeah, this ought to be a fun review already. I can already see it happening. Of course, we're looking at a reconstruction of the Transformers Generation 1 toy from 1984, brought to the modern day as a deluxe class for 2024. Optimus Prime, the heroic leader of the Autobots. And as you can see, first things off the top, he is a lot smaller than the original. I wish I had a small one of my originals loose. I would show you the scale. He is a lot shorter. Still looks really nice. Slight modifications made to this mold. Transformation is just about the same, with a few new additions and some new accessories as well. Overall, I was really excited to get this guy. Really happy to add him to my collection. Having said that, let's take a look at this guy. Very unique. As you can see, you get two blasters, ion blasters, matrix of leadership, and an energon axe. And we're going to look at the blasters first because there's an interesting detail about these guns. They are not the same. One gun is thinner than the other. The smaller one represents a production running change. Wow, I said that backwards. Production change over time. Let me rephrase that. There we go. Where they thin the gun out. So this is more reminiscent of the original toy. And this is more reminiscent of the later toys with the thinner barrel. Same layout, almost, but just slightly different. Very interesting. And of course, they are actually painted, they're cast clear and painted black. And they both fit in his hands. So you can choose which gun you have. And whichever one you don't want to use, you can actually store it right on his back. I was confused when I first got him and he had two blasters in his box. I had to do a little research to find out why. So the blaster is nothing new to him, but these parts for this mold are. First you got the energon axe. It's just cast in clear yellow. Looks really cool. Will fit on either hand, a 5mm peg. And then you have his matrix of leadership, which is just cast in translucent blue. Really cool. Very, very basic though. Which can be stored in his chest. And I love the fact that they went old school with this chest. You have to flip it down like the original toy. And there is some design work in there, some molding, which looks really sharp. Hopefully the camera's getting a nice view of that. I don't think it is, but it is. And this will just clip right in there. Word to the wise, once you clip it in there, it's a pain in the butt to get out. The only other accessories are the smokestacks. They do come out. You can actually put them in his hands as weapons. They don't stay, but it's actually on a lot of instructions you can do that. I don't know if mine had the copy. I was looking online and someone had that. I don't know. But overall, I like this. So let's take a look at it. You got the G1 look of the toy perfect. You got the really weird looking face with the small mouth guard, yellow eyes, which actually was on a light piping, but they painted the top of mine yellow, which is weird. I don't know why. It should be light piping, but mine's actually painted yellow on the top. His eyes were painted yellow too. So it's a clear piece of plastic. Wow. A clear piece of plastic painted with yellow paint, which makes no sense to me. And then the rest of the look is spot on. You got the grill in the front with the bumper, the wheels hanging out on his hips. You got the oil tanks. You have the wheels that run down the legs. You even got the step-up ladder on his bicep, forearm. The only new addition in this mode, of course, is the backpack. The original toy did not have a backpack like that. And then, of course, you got 5mm pegs, 3 of them on him. Really cool. Articulation. His head does spin and will go up and down, so he does a full exorcist. For transformation, you can actually bring his arm back. All the way around. Out. Right above the elbow, you got bicep swivel and bend. His wrist does not do anything except for transformation. Nothing at the waist. Horrible big boot because of the way it's designed, which is expected. Fantastic back kick. Thigh rotation. And it can go out. The wheels will move. Nice knee bend. And this does move up and down, by the way. I forgot to do that to you. So he does have a good front kick. You can dislodge this plate. I forgot about that. So back to the knee bend. And he does have thigh rotation. Ankle tilt. And toe. So he is pretty poseable. As opposed to the original, which was pretty much a block with legs and arms. I'm not going to get into a bio on who he is, because if you don't know who Optimus is, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Transformation on him is very simple. Open this compartment in the back, flip his head back, and close. Bring the shoulder back. And you're going to open... I'm trying to remember how this worked. But you got to flip this panel. Oh no, he's not doing it for me. Why is this panel not doing it? I've transformed him like 3 times. There we go. This thing is such a... This pan... Please... Okay. So, to transform him, there's a joint right here. And it scares me at how tight this joint really is. As you do that, you flip that, and then you bring it back out. Same thing over here. This joint right here, this little piece of plastic, pushes against you. You flip and you flip those back. And then you set the arm back. Bring this up. You gotta make sure the wheels are clipped in to do this. These go right over the wheels and clip in place. Like so. Like the original. Flip the feet down. Oh, now it doesn't want to work. You're kidding me. Ah, you're kidding me. Now it's actually going to give me trouble. I practiced with one earlier, didn't have a single issue. There we go. Clip, clip, and flip these back. Like so. And that clips together. The transformation is very close to the original, and there he is. Oh, you're kidding me. Now it all just unclipped. Okay. Well, alrighty then. Now it's clipped back in. Mine has some gapping issues, you can see, but overall, he retains that Generation 1 look, which I think looks really sharp. He rolls pretty good, and he actually has rubber tires. He can pull a lot of trailers too. And what I like about him is you can actually store these weapons on him. Now it's going to make me look bad. I promise you, I did all this earlier. I didn't have a single issue. It happens every time I do a video. I have some kind of glitch. I don't know if that's how they say to do it, but that's what I've done with mine a couple times. I think it looks pretty sharp like that. Overall, I love this figure. I think he looks fantastic. Despite my little issues with the scare part when you transform the hands, which is a modification from the original course, I like it. Head's not showing. Everything's concealed nicely. Now, if they make a trailer comparable to his size, I'd be 100% happy. Transforming him back is even easier. Flip down the legs. Bring the feet forward. You don't have to fight putting them together this time. Just separate them. Bring out the arm. Bring out the shoulder. That's a scary point that I'm not a fan of. Rotate it. Close it. Set the arm. Same deal. Bring it up. Out. Flip. Down. Rotate. Flip up. Set the arm. Open the back plate. And this is where I had the headache last time. There we go. Flip up the head. Close. And we are back in robot mode. Quick, fast, and easy. Any G1 collector, I would say, would love this figure. I like to give him the thicker blaster. This one I actually used for another figure, which I already did the video for, but where it came with him, I wanted to give it back to him for this video. Yeah, overall, I like this one. I think it looks really sharp. I like the posability on him. I think it was well earned, and it has been a long time coming. Stability is pretty decent. You know, he is a little wobbly when you pose him. But overall, I would say 10. I would say 9 out of 10 because I do have a couple issues with it. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this figure. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it very much. More videos heading your way. I'm going to get ready to make more videos, and Optimus Prime is going to go lead the Autobots to victory. You have a good day.